What's going on, Tapisode family? How are you guys doing today? So we are going to be doing a DM and karmic reading, you guys. Now, this is the first time I've ever actually done a reading exactly like this. So bear with me. I'm already into the vibe of it, but I'm just gonna go with the flow, okay? I'm not gonna try to do anything structured, because like I said, this is my first time doing it. Y'all hold on, I'm gonna sip some water. Okay, this is my first time doing it, so I'm doing it this way. I've seen other readers do readings like this, and I love them. They are always so informative and real juicy, and they're super fun. So I thought it would be fun to do this reading. We did a poll on Instagram, and y'all voted for this, so this was a requested reading, my love. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do to see what's going on with the DM and the karmics. Oh yeah, and there's one more thing Spirit want me to say to you guys, because this morning was really heavy with energy with a couple. I will say, whether you are in a relationship with someone or if you're in a situationship, however, but some of y'all could have gotten an argument with somebody this morning, or just woke up with this energy of feeling like, you weren't able to speak your truth or your piece with somebody. A lot of you could be in third-party situations and things like that. So it's just the energy of a lot of us needing to learn how to express ourselves, and also knowing when it's time to walk away from a situation so you can move on to the better and the new. All right. So I'm going to use the Love Manifestation Oracle deck first, you guys. And I have a lot of rose quartz up here as well, because this is like a love reading, but I want it to be a positive reading. I don't want to get too deep and heavy where we're triggering you guys, but I do want to, we're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it real here on Tapisode Tarot, okay? So we're just going to tell it how it is, but just to make sure that those messages are loving and still peaceful and helping us have growth. Okay, I have a lot of rose quartz up here. And then we also have beautiful Kali here, Goddess Kali. We thank her for being here, and she's here to help us liberate ourselves. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So we have the Love Manifestation Oracle deck here, my loves. I was about to say my guys. So maybe there's some men watching. Got some cross watchers. I'm just playing, you guys, but let's go ahead and get into it. I hope you guys are in good high energy. All right, this reading is meant to give us some tea and to have a little fun, but also to give us much truth and insight so we can move forward in life. All right. So Spirit, what's going on with our DMs and the karmic meaning the person that they are currently with? All right. Whew, my heart just got so heavy, my chest. Oh, and it's like, I'm like, look, we're going to have fun during this reading, all right? But my chest just got like so heavy. So let's get into it. What's going on here? All right. Look. Okay. So this came out earlier this morning. All right. You are spiritually connected to those you love. And then today we have also, sometimes the strongest people in the morning are the people who cried all night. I told y'all, some of y'all went through something early this morning, or I heard last night or yesterday, or maybe some of you could have just had an epiphany about your situation and was like, wait a minute, what the hell am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, you just woke up out of nowhere with that energy. I had that energy yesterday morning, okay? So a lot of us are just in this place of recognizing our situation for what it is, all right? And then we also have here, the hottest love has the coldest end, because a lot of you are in a place where you are walking away from this situation, even though you feel soulfully connected to this person, you realize that there's nothing else that you can do to make this work, all right? Especially if you're in a place where somebody is constantly choosing to be with the karmic, all right? So if that is the case, a lot of y'all are in this place where you're like, you know what, I'm going to just go ahead and walk away. And a lot of you did not want to do that, but you were forced to do so. And Spirit is saying that you needed to do so, okay, in order for us to heal. All right. Now, when it comes to the karmic and the DM right now, This to me has a lot of karmic and DM energy on the outside, all right? Because I feel like your DM is feeling like he is soulfully connected to you, all right? But see, this person, your DM, is also feeling like they soulfully connected to the karmic. And they're still holding on to it, and this is why they have the stress at night. But see, for a lot of y'all, the karmics have probably walked away from your person or has hurt your person so much to the point where they had to walk away from them and didn't really want to, though. They didn't want to because they felt attached to this person. And for some of us, that's the truth we don't necessarily want to hear, and I understand that completely. But the DM, a lot of these DMs really were in love with these karmics. So now they're in the place of healing because they are no longer with the karmic anymore. Let's get some more tea. What happened? And I feel like I heard recently. So for a lot of you, this recently just happened. Like your a lot of the DMs walked away from those karmics, but it's because spirit pushed their ass to walk away from them. Ooh, I'm trying not to curse at the beginning of the video. But spirit pushed your DMs away from the karmics because they were really refusing to walk away in the first place, holding on to all of this regret, holding on to all of this resentment, all right? And then a lot of them have resentment because y'all actually walked away from them too. So a lot of the DMs right now are really in their feels, feeling like, okay, I got one person I wanted to be with walking away from me, and the person I was trying to hold on to, which is you. This is why they say you are soulfully connected to those you love, because a lot of you, the DM feels like they're soulfully connected to you, so they didn't want to walk away from you anyway. And then a lot of them also feel very protective over you, like, if I can't have you, nobody else can. Ugh. Listen, oh my God, this energy. So yeah, a lot of y'all are in a place of, you know what, walking away from this person. And it hurt your DM because you were like, you didn't want to choose me, so I had no choice but to walk away. But a lot of y'all DMs was going through a breakup right now with this karmic, still wanting to hold on to you though. I heard keepsake, all right? Try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. All right. So this falls between you and the DM right now. The DM is probably coming. A lot of y'all have probably been in contact with your DM and you notice they've been coming around towards you a little more, you know, calling you, maybe texting you, showing up and things like that a little more. And it's because they're no longer with this karmic right now. It's like I heard on ice, some of them actually had a real separation. But when I hear on ice, I feel like they didn't separate like permanently. I feel like it's like a temporary separation between them. Like they agreed to take a break from one another. But the DM is kind of going through it, all right? So now they're coming over towards you for that good energy and that nurturing love and care. Oh my God. Because see, now they need somebody to love on them and heal them after all the shit they just went through in this other relationship. But it's like they're bringing that energy over to you and you don't deserve to have to heal somebody else. We said this in our daily collective energy on Instagram Live this morning, that you guys we cannot save other people. So it's like this person is coming back around towards you for healing energy. The more loving care you give yourself, the more love you have to give to others. I feel like this person is trying to work on themselves when it comes to the DM right now. But what Spirit is trying to tell you, my love, is for a lot of y'all with the DMs, they have come back to you now. You're wondering, like, where they come from. They've been around this whole time. Now they're present. Now they're showing up. Like, what's the tea? Like, what's good? Like, what happened for you to just be back over here? And for a lot of you, and I've been hearing this all week, but I keep hearing the word home. So for the DMs, they feel at home with you, all right? And that's why they want to be with you. Because where they were, there was no love there. Even though they kept putting their all into it, they kept putting their energy into it. I don't know why I keep hearing succubus. Okay. I feel like, ooh, a lot of the DMs are dealing with a karmic that likes to suck energy and life out of them. And they know how to do so. They do it very well. So these DMs have now come back to who they really want to be with, which is you, my viewers. Now they've come back to you wanting to try to have a peaceful reconciliation, but it's because somebody dropped them. It's not because they necessarily completely wanted to. Honestly, a lot of them had to walk away because they were forced to, because this other person keeps choosing other people over them. Some of y'all, your person may have the initials of H or C or HC. Okay. But I do feel, let's keep going. Because I feel like for some of y'all, some of these DMs actually really do want to come back around and do something right when it comes to you. They want to have justice and treat you the way you're supposed to be treated. I'm not going to say necessarily jumping into a relationship, but just to come back and give you that nurturing love and care that you need as well, and the attention that you should have been given in the first place, okay, because you're the Empress. I'm seeing that a lot of the DMs are now wanting to do that, but they have baggage. And that's why they came back to you for that loving, nurturing care, because you're going to help heal them. But what Spirit is telling you is that you need to learn how to work on yourself first. Don't give too much energy to this person right now, because it's really going to drain you. And this is why. They are already dealing with a karmic that's draining them with their energy right now, currently, okay? This person knows how to manipulate the DM. The karmic knows how to like say little things to get them to come back, drain their ass again of money, funds, and they hold like joy, happiness, sex. A lot of them are using sex to hold the DM, and children, all kind of stuff. I'm getting so many different scenarios. But what I'm seeing for some of them could be working magic, like doing like spell work, whether they're lighting candles and all that or not. They could just be knowing how to use their body and the tongue, like as far as speaking, how to really manipulate this person to make them stay. Because I feel like the DMs come from a situation that was just really negative. And what Spirit is trying to let the DMs know right now, everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Listen, a lot of the DMs are used to having drama. They are used to toxicity. So being somewhere where it is peaceful confuses and make them a little uncomfortable because it's something they are not used to. All right. So the reason a lot of them don't want to come on the other side of the grass, okay, where it's much more greener, the reason they don't want to do that, and the reason they have struggled to do so, is because they are afraid of what it's going to feel like. They are afraid of being vulnerable. All right. That's what this is. So Spirit is telling them right now it's time for them to stand up for themselves. The DMs are learning how to stand up for themselves. And where does the power come from? It comes from within. Right now, a lot of the DMs have walked away from the karmic because they was like, no more. I cannot take this anymore. And even though they did not want to, though, they knew they had to walk away because they know better. And then also, you, my love, listen, my feminist, for a lot of you, you're doing very well for yourself right now, okay? And the DM is watching you do that. You're the dragon, and you're inspiring them to stand in their power. We've been talking about this all week, standing in your power. Because for my divine masculines and my divine feminines, worldly, we are all learning to step into our light, okay? So right now, you, my love, my feminist, working on yourself has been inspiring your DM to come out of the shadows. Stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. Because that's where the DM is right now. He's coming from a situation where the karma used to always tell them, you ain't shit. You don't look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you think you all that? You ain't all that. You know what I mean? Well, if it wasn't for you doing this and this and that, I wouldn't even be messing with you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this person was very, very negative, and they spoke very negative to the DM, and it caused them to criticize themselves. They have probably cheated on the DM multiple times, you know what I'm saying? And had kids on them, like all kind of shit, y'all. And I feel like what's happening now is the DM went through a phase of criticizing themselves, feeling like they were unworthy. So being somewhere like with you, where they are worthy, where you are lifting them up, where you are making them feel like the king that they should be felt, like I can't get my words out. I'm getting aggravated because I don't like seeing people put themselves through stuff like this. But honestly, this is part of life, and it's all about growth, okay? So for a lot of the DMs, they are learning to stand in their power, and they're doing so by watching you, the divine feminine, by standing in your power and continuing to work on yourself. All right. So for a lot of y'all waiting on your person to come back, and what Spirit is saying, you will meet your soulmate when the time is right. Right now, the time is not right for y'all to be completely together. Now, for a lot of y'all, if you are in communication with your DM and y'all have been seeing each other and spending more time, like I said, because they're no longer around this karmic, be patient and give them time to heal and get themselves together. I do feel like for a lot of the DMs, they're still going to kind of like seeing distance was going to make you feel like they are going back and forth. And then some of them really are going to be trying to go back and forth because they didn't want to let this karmic go in the first place. But this is a game that the karmic likes to play to manipulate the DM to always be stuck on their ass. And the DM just don't get it. All right. A lot of the DMs have situations where they have feminine. I'm gonna tell you the truth. For a lot of the DMs, they have issues when it comes to the feminine because of their mothers, because of their grandmothers, the aunt, just the feminine in their family, women they grew up around. So seeing how that dynamic of women acted, that's probably why your DM is very attracted to toxicity and being with a karmic that causes them more pain than joy. You get what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and keep it moving, y'all. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot cards. And what I'm going to use is the, we're going to work with the Santa Muerte deck, you guys. Okay. Whew. I just don't get it. I don't know how somebody would want to be in a situation where somebody treats you that way. But this is why I say when it comes to the DMs needing to heal childhood wounds, when it comes to the mother, when it comes to the feminine in their family, they're needing to heal a lot of things that they saw and went through. Maybe their mother was not around like that for them when they were younger, so they had to learn how to grow up on their own. So there's a lot of codependency around this, especially if your DM has kids with the karmic, or they have a family with the karmic, and however the dynamic is. But if they have children involved, this karmic knows how to manipulate the DM with those kids, because the DM has this energy of always wanting to be the head of the household. Especially, like I said, a lot of them had to learn how to provide for themselves when they were younger. That's all they know how to do now, is be a provider. They're very much so like that fatherly figure. So for a lot of your DMs, they're in this space of not wanting to walk away from the karmic because of children. All right. No matter how the situation or whose kids is who, a lot of them are just not wanting to walk away from that family dynamic because that's something they've always wanted. And it's because they lacked it when they were younger. You get, ooh. So for a lot of them, this is soul work. They are needing to heal. But they have to learn how to stand up for themselves. This card keeps coming out, the Three of Wands. They got to learn. Listen, a lot of the DMs are learning how to choose themselves and not be afraid of stepping out on faith. Okay. And they are also recognizing that there is something that they have to leave behind. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the tea. What's going on with the divine and the, what's going on with the divine masculine and the karmic, okay? Because look, we also have the Six of Wands here, standing up for yourself. I feel like the DMs are really needing to learn how to, get that backbone nice and strong and stand up for themselves so they can better move on in life, all right? Look at this. Standing up for yourself, right? We just talked about it. Splitting the deck open. We also got the Three of Swords right next to it. So what I feel like is for a lot of the DMs, maybe their person cheated on them. And also, like I said, for a lot of y'all DMs had y'all in a place where you were in a third-party situation. Obviously, because we're speaking about a karmic here as well. So for a lot of you, your DMs feel a lot of regrets for being in this Three of Swords energy. But I feel like what you don't know is that your DM could be going through like a third-party situation themselves because the karmic has somebody also. Somebody made somebody feel like an option, baby. Okay, so we got the Lovers trying to come out. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle again, y'all. Excuse me. Three of Swords still on the back of the deck energy, and I'm also seeing the Tower as well in reverse, and I feel like that's because the DM, for a lot of you, your DM is the type of person that does not like to have to deal with anything, if they could just go through life without having to deal with stuff and having to really communicate about things that need to be changed, they'll do so. Like, so if there's a problem, a lot of y'all, the DM is kind of like in that energy of not wanting to talk about it. Like, I just pretend like they don't want to know. They don't want to know if some shit is really going on. A lot of them just don't want to know, like, if somebody's doing something towards them. They rather keep it a secret so they can continue living the life that they are living, but it's all a lie. It's all a fake ass dream in their mind. But that's what they rather do, opposed to stand in their truth, because standing in their truth is too harsh, because then you start to recognize people for who they really are, and they have to start moving people out of their life, and that's something that the DMs are not ready to do. And it's also the fact that they're not ready to let you go, and that's why a lot of them have this emotional tie and hold on you, my divine feminines, because they don't want to let you go. A lot of them just want to have everything, and it's like, you can't. You could if you was with the divine feminine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. What's going on with the divine masculine and the karmic? Okay. So we got the Chariot and we got the Knight of Wands. I feel like the divine masculine is on the move towards his divine feminine, and he not playing about it. He's really moving. I feel like if you're in a situation, but look what's on the back of the deck. The devil is on the back of the deck with that Capricorn energy, and today the moon is in the sign of Capricorn. So let's talk about it. For a lot of you, the reason the divine masculine is wanting to rush back in, like I said, is because when he was with the divine, when he was with the karmic, excuse me. Ooh. But, oh, speaking of that too, for a lot of you, the divine feminine has been inspiring the karmic as well. So the karmic has been pretending to be the divine feminine. And that's one reason why your DM is so damn confused, all right? But see, this is the thing. He's starting to wake up, because that's why he walked away. He had some time to breathe, and now he realizing this is really toxic. Even though deep in his heart, he did not want to leave this person. He know he had to, all right? Why? Because the woman he's meant to be with, his divine counterpart, he on the way to that. That's why you have the Chariot and the Knight of Wands. This person is coming in really fast, but hope with this double energy here, I don't feel like it's necessarily like this person is coming to manipulate you, but they will try to I feel like this person likes to have control. For a lot of you, your person could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a Capricorn, Gemini. I am getting Aquarius coming through, and I heard a Taurus. Some of you, your person could be a Taurus as well. So they're going to have this energy of wanting to come around and be the in control. They're going to want to be the one that has pretty much the say. So like, we're just going to do this and go with the flow. Okay. Like, that's the energy for a lot of you. But this is the thing. A lot of them are doing it because they still don't know how to truly express themselves. That's why Spirit is telling us to have patience with them. Okay. They don't know how to express themselves, but you're going to have to speak up for yourself and tell your person, tell your DM, especially for those of you who are in contact with them, when they come around, or if they've come already, you're going to have to put your foot down and tell this person what's up and what's really good between you and them. They're not going to be able to go back and forth, because I heard third party and then I heard play party. So it's almost like this person is going to want to play both fields if they can, because they don't want to lose you. It's like they know they can lose the karmic and continue living. But if they lose you, I feel like they feel like something is going to stop moving for them, which is life. Now that was crazy. And that's why they have this devil energy, because they have this energy of, if I can't have you, nobody is going to have you. They want to stay in your good grace as much as they can, because they don't have any intentions of losing you. But it's like they still want to be able to go back and forth with the karmic. So a lot of them are in this energy of wanting to come towards you to make things right, all right? And I also feel like with that devil card there's a lot of sexual energy. So for a lot of you, even if your person isn't trying to manipulate the situation, which I do feel like they're going to try to anyway, just to kind of keep things kosher and calm, they feel like if they have control, that'll keep the peace between you, them, the karmic, and everything, and everybody will be like in separate neutral corners, and it won't be any like crossfires. It won't, like, nobody will be running into each other, because listen, the DM is really planning. He really think he got it together with this plan, but I feel like the reason it keeps blowing back up in his face, and either you or the karmic is always walking away from him, is because he's trying to juggle way too fucking much. Ugh. Girl, I was not gonna take this card. When it hit the floor just now, I was like, let me pick this card up. And when I saw it, I was like, I'm not gonna take it. But when I flipped it over, yes, I'm finna take it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. For a lot of you, we spoke about this yesterday in our Wealthy Wednesday video because it kept popping up. And for a lot of you, the reason it's so hard for your DM to up and leave the karmic is because maybe those kids are theirs together, or your DM has just been taking care of somebody else's babies. All right. However, that's their business. But the thing is, it's hard for them to walk away because that karmic got their hand in their money, got their hand in their pocket. All right. That karmic done figured out how to get in the DM's pocket. They may have shared bank accounts, or the karmic has access to some type of money that the DM has. Okay. So if the DM is working a lot, like a lot of hours, I don't know where they work, but let's just say they work a lot of hours, or they just got a new job or opportunity or something and they putting in a lot of time, the karmic knows that the DM, for a lot of you, your DMs could have stepped into some new money. So shit, this is too much. However they got their new money, it could have been from a new job, it could have been through inheritance, it could have been through a partnership with somebody, or I don't know, they could be getting a check some kind of way. But whatever it is that they just stepped into with this new money, the Four of Pentacles is showing me a bride holding a little man dangling over the bank. All right. Now, what I like about this card, I never noticed before, there's multiple people here, but they're all women. So I feel like the masculine is juggling a lot of different women right now. But he has one particular woman that's dangling his ass over the bank because that's the person he's giving his finances to, his energy to. That's the person he has a home life with, and that's the karmic. The karmic has no intentions of really letting them go until they get what they want. Because I feel like this karmic has the energy of, I'll get up and leave as long as I get what I want. And I heard set for life. So a lot of you, your DM could be dealing with somebody that's trying to get pregnant by them if they're not pregnant already. And they feel like if they can get pregnant by them and that baby is biologically their child, then they know they're set for life, and then they'll let them go. I heard you can have him. Shut up. So this is this is the truth that I feel like a lot of your masculines are going to come tell you, and because a lot of y'all don't even know this, that your DM is dealing with this. Okay. They have, some of your DMs are like, I feel like that's why they in their bag so much, because they realize this person was really finna take their ass up through there. And because for a lot of the DMs, they are so cocky to the point where they don't want to admit what's really going on. You know what I mean? They just can't admit that they got. You know what I mean? So because they don't want to admit that, they wanted to hold on to it and pretend that it wasn't happening. But it was happening, okay? And I feel like all of this was kind of happening behind closed doors and nobody really knew about it with the Ace of Swords in reverse. But the truth is coming out. The truth is definitely coming out. This karmic, no wonder I kept hearing this karmic played the DM on some real humbug. Look, Ten of Pentacles. Because the divine masculine came into some, I'm seeing so much green. The divine masculine came into some money. Big time. And I love how the Ten of Pentacles fell right over the divine masculine and not the karmic. Because the divine masculine is the one who actually has the funds like that. The karmic don't. The karmic may have other, I don't know how many kids, but I'm going to say multiple kids. And this DM has been taking care of everybody. Having a lot of support, being there as a father figure, financially, emotionally, everything, just being there. And the DM started to realize that he was being drained from this situation. Okay? Ooh, and it's because he trying to figure out right now too, like, how can he move toward... Listen... Some of the DMs is frustrating me because a lot of them still trying to move back towards this karmic, knowing, I heard revenge. Damn. Okay, so I'm going to say this. For a lot of y'all, don't be letting your DM come back and slide up in them cheeks just to have revenge on his karmic. Because that's what a lot of the DMs, note to self, right? For a lot of the DMs, that's what they're going to try to do. Run to you and really just to piss the karmic off, to let them know, like, see, you ain't want me, so I'm going to go take my Ten of Pentacles to somebody else. All right. But for a lot of these DMs, maybe they honestly, because I feel like they do know, but because they lying to themselves so hard about the truth, a lot of them really are still trying to run back to the karmic and be with the karmic. And they know the karmic is taking them up through there. That's the truth. But they refuse to see the truth. They rather just keep working with this Ten of Pentacles, with this happy fake ass marriage. Look, with this happy fake ass family, like everything okay, and it's not. It's not okay. He lying so hard to himself. This shit crazy. Whew. All right, y'all, let's keep it moving. Listen. She got on a bride dress, right? Does she not have on a veil? And then we got the Judgment card. For some of y'all, if you really did not know, or if you were just kind of guessing, maybe your DM could have married the karmic, okay? And you don't know that they are married, but they could have married the karmic. Or they are just really in a committed relationship where it's really hard for them to leave the karmic, and it has everything to do with what we just spoke about already. But judgment is coming, okay? Because your DM was really trying to hide the truth. He didn't even, for a lot of y'all, the DM know what's going on. He know that the karmic taking him up through there, but because, you know, maybe the karmic do a little something strange for a piece of change, and the sex is really good, and that's one reason why they don't want to leave them also. But for a lot of masculines, like I said, who have gone through childhood trauma and things like that, having a family is really important for them when it comes to healing. And maybe the DM doesn't even realize that's why he's holding on. It's not necessarily that he's even really holding on to the karmic. It's the whole dynamic of having a family, and that's what they want. But because they're still prone to being attached to toxicity, that's why they are still stuck on the karmic, when they could still have that Ten of Pentacles with you and have peace. And they know that. But being with you means change. Being with you means I'm no longer in control. But the hell, they ain't in control over there either. Listen, so we also have the Eight of Wands in reverse. This is why it's hard for your person to come towards you. So I'm going to say it like this, because I don't want to confuse y'all. For a lot of you, because it's a lot of messages. Yeah, Three of Swords back again on the back of the deck energy. How could you not? Your DM eating this shit. So for a lot of you, what I'm seeing for a lot of us, when it comes to our DMs right now, yeah, they are in a situation where they want to move towards you and tell you everything that has gone on, okay? A lot of them feel like there's some things you really didn't know. A lot of y'all really didn't know that they were involved with somebody that was taking their money, but some of y'all knew, because some of y'all, my viewers, I know y'all intuitive, okay? So y'all already knew somebody was taking them up for their money, all right? Trying to get pregnant and saying that the kids are theirs, and, oh, you can't leave us, we a family, all right? It ain't one child theirs, you know what I'm saying? It's situations like that, and I feel like now your DM is coming towards you, wanted to tell you everything and tell you the truth, all right? But I still see them having a little pride and not wanting to admit that they still in love with the karmic and may possibly even try to go back. So that's why Spirit is telling us that we need to learn to love ourselves. Don't give energy to this person, because they're definitely, most likely, if the karmic opens the door for them again, they're gonna run their ass right back over there, okay? Now, for a lot of on the other half of it, for a lot of y'all, your DM is going to tell you the truth. They still going to try to hide some things, because I hear insecurities. It's really hard for them to express themselves. It really is hard for them to express themselves. But with that Ten of Pentacles and the Judgment, they're going to have to do so anyway, because that's what they want with you. They want to have commitment with you, and they want to have truth with you and have a happy family with you, because they realize they were planting their seeds in the wrong place, all right? But right now, Spirit is slowing them down with coming towards you like that. Like I told you at the beginning of the reading, if you're wondering where your DM is, Spirit is slowing them down so they can't come towards you, because they're trying to come in hot, but they still attached to all of this. All right, they still attached to this Three of Swords, okay? So now they want to come into you with the Page of Wands with just a little bit of information, just a little bit of something to get you back, to get them back in your good graces, and then they walk away again. And because they confused and they don't know what they want, but they still trying to pull themselves out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then with the King of Pentacles here, I feel like, once again, like I said, your DM is somebody that is very well off financially, or they're working on their finances right now. And that's why the karmic has no intentions of letting them go. But I keep hearing from the karmic, you can have him. And it's because I feel like the DM for a lot of y'all got up and walked away from them. And even though they still feel emotionally attached to this karmic, because they walked away, now the karmic is like, oh, you can have his ass. Because a lot of them feel like maybe job well done. They were able to get pregnant, and hopefully the baby is the DMs, and they hope they can get some coin. You know what I'm saying? But if that's not the case, I'm definitely going to say it like this. For a lot of y'all, your DMs walked away and took their money with them and was like, I'm out. I know how much I love this person and I'm very attached to them, but I realized this was really just a toxic attachment. Okay, because maybe this person reminds them of their mother. Maybe this person reminds them of another woman they were involved with in the past, and they're just used to pain. All right, but now they walking away, but it's because of the money. For a lot of your, for a lot of the DMs, they weren't going to walk away. They was going to let this person walk all over them with that 3 of Swords because they really did want to be with them. But because they realized this person is really getting into my finances, for a lot of the DMs, especially with this fire sign energy, I'm getting for a lot of them, they have to have stability. And this person was messing with their money. And that's why they got up and walked away. Period. And I feel like as the Queen of Swords, when the DM do come to y'all and tell y'all what's going on, for a lot of my viewers, I told you already, my divine feminists, y'all already were very well aware of what was going on. I heard a lot of y'all say, shit, I could have told you that, because you already know your person was dealing with somebody in Page of Cups energy, wanted to give them just a little bit so they could get more of what they wanted. But as soon as this karmic realizes that she ain't got no more money, maybe the money done got low, that's when she knows she gonna pull his ass back in with that King of Wands energy in reverse, because he's not in his power when he goes back towards the karmic. Look at that, 6 of Swords in reverse. She stunts his growth to keep his ass from moving. Okay, it's the same energy. It's the same energy. But I feel like with this Page of Cups too now, with this Page of Cups too now, with the karmic, for a lot of y'all, for your DMs who really have completely cut the karmic off, they just need to clear up their energy before they come back to you. That's why Spirit still got them blocked, all right? But this is the thing. For a lot of the karmics, this is their energy, all right? Now, I get it. The karmics are in this Page of Cups energy, realizing that they don't have enough to fill their cups anymore because the DM has now walked away, all right? So now they looking at things like, damn, like I don't have... How I'm gonna hold on? I got holes in my spoon. How I'm gonna fill up my cup and I don't even have no water because the DM walked away. Okay, so with the King of Wands in reverse, this is how the karmic is now looking at the DM. Like he ain't here no more. You know what I'm saying? I can't control him anymore. Okay, so she's really looking at him like he's less than too. A lot of them, the karmic has this energy of, if you don't do what the hell I tell you to do, if I can't have control of this person, what use is he to me? And that's the truth. And that's why a lot of the DMs walked away, because they realized that. All right. So the karmic has plans to possibly come back to the DM and to keep him from moving. But what she don't know, with that Page of Pentacles in reverse, the DM is not going to be giving her no more money because he already know what's up. And I feel like that 10 of Cups that the karmic is trying to create off of lies and deceit and thievery, okay, it's not going to work because the DM's going to be like, I already know what you're trying to do. They waking up. They waking up. Look at the sun energy. The masculines are waking up, okay? Look at that. 6 of Cups. And it's because I feel like a lot of them realized where they were. They were trying to put so much effort into it. It just wasn't working for them anymore. A lot of them are just tired of being in negative energy. A lot of them are tired of having to defend themselves. They're tired of having this tower energy constantly. Okay, because I'm looking at the Emperor in reverse right now. So yeah, but the reason Spirit has got it where you guys are not to be around your DMs right now is because they need some time to heal, my love. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some Amenti Oracle cards to help you guys understand more about what it is that you need to do on your end in order for you to continue working on yourself. So that way when the DM does come back around to you, you'll be prepared and ready, all right? I hope this reading helped y'all. I really do mean that with all my heart, because this was really, really, this was the tea, but also it's really helping you guys understand why you're not meant to be around the DM right now, because it's not divine timing. Even though we may want to text and blow their phone up, you may want to call them and come over and do a little something. you know, whatever the case may be, even if you just want to spend time with them, you want to talk to them, all right? I know some of y'all nasty because I heard them thoughts just now. But the thing is, I know you miss your DM, and I totally understand because he's your divine masculine, all right? But the thing is, it's not meant for you to be with them right now because they got a lot they got to heal on their own, okay? They're still holding on to baggage from the karmic, okay? And you don't want them bringing that energy to you because it's not your job to heal them. You can love on them and be there for them, but minimize the time you spend with them, because I feel like the DMs are going to come and just unconsciously, for a lot of you, dump their energy onto you. And then you're going to be like, well, why do I feel this way? It's not even your energy. It's because you've been around somebody you didn't need to be around. Just like he's being sucked from energy, your DM can come around and suck energy out of you too. Look, I remain in balance with my emotions. This is all about having balanced energy emotionally. And I feel like now when your DM does come around, you guys will be able to relate to one another in a very peaceful manner, all right? And come from a place of saying, you know what, I've been there before and I understand with the yin and yang energy working together. But this is also about you learning how to keep your own energy clear and balanced as well. And I feel like with that DM coming around right now, and he's not balanced, it can make you imbalanced, okay? For a lot of us right now, my feminines, we are needing to work with rose quartz really heavy to keep our heart chakra cleansed, okay? The heart chakra is a very sacred place, and we need to start treating it like such. Okay, so right now, a lot of us needing to watch the food we eat right now. I just got that as a download from Spirit that we need to watch the food we eat because we are being highly sensitive right now. So for a lot of my empaths, you want to be careful about eating too much meat right now, a lot of sugar and just very unhealthy junk food and things like that, because right now you are receiving a lot of intuitive downloads from Spirit in order to understand better what's going on with this connection with you and your DM, 1717 on the clock. And it's going to help you guys be able to have more clarity and help you to be able to better manifest this relationship into the physical. All right, so that's one thing that Spirit is coming through to let us know. So you guys, we also have here, I give blessings. Okay, so with I give blessings, Spirit is saying that there's always more out there. They don't want you to focus on this entirely to the point where you forget yourself and forget that this person is not the only DM out there. Okay, they're not. And I feel like for a lot of you, you need to hear that, because some of you are needing to walk away from this situation entirely. Use your own intuition. But 1757 is on the clock too. I don't know what that means, but some of y'all need to go look up angel number 1757. So yeah, for a lot of you, that's the energy I'm seeing. You're just needing to really give yourself a chance is what I hear. But also when it comes to this connection with this person, for a lot of my divine feminines, if you are in a space where you feel like you want to give this person a chance and wait on them, I heard wait so loud, because Spirit is saying that it's definitely worth waiting for, because I see this masculine being very stable and being very much so a family man, but they just have to realize where they are is more toxicity than what they want, okay? And being with you would be more peaceful, but they need time to heal themselves, because a lot of them are even unaware. A lot of them are still unaware of the actions that they're doing right now. All right, because they don't realize it's coming from childhood wounds. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. But for a lot of you, Spirit is saying this is a blessing. And when the two of you do have communication with those butterflies here, okay, when you two do have communication, you need to speak peacefully to one another in a place where you both are going to be balanced and being able to speak freely. All right. So we also have, I am open to love in various forms. So this is you guys, once again, when Spirit says you need to possibly get out there and go date, my love. Get out there, go date, meet you somebody new. All right. You have to get off of this. And it's because Spirit is saying it's not time right now. So whatever your DM has going on in life, Spirit is saying that you need to start enjoying life. Because once again, the more you enjoy your life, the more you do you, the more you create more harmony in your life, my love. It really does inspire the DM to get their shit together so they can come back around, okay? If Spirit permits them to do so, all right? And if Spirit does allow them to do so, Spirit is saying that it is completely up to you if you decide to take this person back. But in the meantime, in between time, you need to heal, all right? But that is today's collective energy, my love. I love you to the moon and back. Oh, one more thing I want to show y'all the back of the deck energy real quick. I respect the property of others. You see how they're balancing light between one another? That's how it's going to be when you and your DM come together, all right? Y'all are going to be balancing energy, balancing your truth with one another, and it'll be in a peaceful place so you guys can have a beautiful reconciliation, a blessed reconciliation. That's why Spirit is saying I give blessings. So be open to the situation, all right? Don't just close the door just yet, because for a lot of you, the DMs have walked away from the karmics, but they are human. They fell in love, all right? They fell in love, and it's okay. But they also still love you. And you are the person they have no intentions of losing. So remember that. All right. Love and light to you, beautiful beings. Remember, use your own intuition. Trust your inner guidance. All right. I love you guys to the moon and back. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.